In this video, we are going to have a short tutorial on sample objective questions in organic chemistry, especially hydrocarbons. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel after watching so that you can receive every update from this channel. Let's begin. Molecules of one propanol and propanol have different. So these two compounds, they are isomers. So what makes them different? One, do they have different percentage compositions? No. Do they have different molecular masses? No. Do they have the same or different molecular formulas? No. But they have different structure formulas. So these two compounds have the same molecular masses, molecular formulas, percentage composition in terms of atoms, but they have different structural formulas. That's why they are isomers. Which compound is an organic acid? So the first one is an alcohol, the second one is an ether, the third one is an carboxylic acid, and the fourth one is an ester. So the answer is the third one because the third one is a carboxylic acid, and carboxylic acid is also an organic acid. Question 3. Each member of the alkane series differs from the preceding member by one additional carbon atom, and so this question talks about homologous series. Like, so you take an alkane like methane and ethane, they differ in the number of carbons by 1 and 2 hydrogens. So here, each member of the alkane series differ from each other by 1 carbon atom and 2 hydrogens. So the answer is the second one, 2 hydrogen atoms. Which formula represents a saturated hydrocarbon? So saturated hydrocarbon is an alkane. So which of these is an alkane? The first one is an ethyne with an alkyne, ethene, propane, and this one is propane. So the fourth one is a saturated hydrocarbon or an alkane. The members of the alkane series of hydrocarbons are similar in that each member has the same. Do they have the same empirical formula? Do they have the same general formula? Do they have the same structural formula or the same molecular formula? So all the members of alkane series or alkane with hydrocarbons, they have the same empirical formula? No. They have the same general formula. Yeah. This one defines all the members of the alkane family. Their general formula is CnH2n plus 2. So they have the same general formula, but they don't have the same structural formula, empirical formula, or molecular formula. So the answer is the second one. What could be the name of a compound that has the general formula RH or ROH? So this one is a functional group found in alcohol. So we have methanol, methane, methyl methanoate, and methanoic acid. So this functional group is found in methanol. So the answer is the first one. A compound, the general formula, this is what? Is it a toluene? Is it a benzene? Is it a butene or a pentene? So CnHn is the general formula for all benzene compounds. So this one is a benzene. Take this equation C2H4 plus H2 giving you this. So the above reaction is an example of, is it an addition reaction, a substitution reaction, a saponification reaction, or an esterification reaction? Because we added this to this reaction is an addition reaction because we added 2 hydrogen atoms to 4 hydrogen to get 6 hydrogen atoms. So the reaction here is an addition reaction. The compound C4H9OH is an isomer of which one? So isomers have the same number of atoms, but they may have the or different structure formulas. So which of these? Is it the first one here? You have 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbons here, 4 carbon, 5 carbons. So is it the same here? So it's the same. And how many hydrogen atoms? We have 7 here and 3 here, making 10. You have the same 10 here, 10 and 1 oxygen. So this one is likely to be no. We have 1 carbon here, 3 carbon here, 4 carbon, 5 carbon, but we have only here 4 carbons. So this one is not an isomer. We have 2 carbons here, 4 carbons, 1 oxygen, and 10 hydrogen. So this one is likely to be the isomer of this. Here you have 2 oxygens and 2 oxygens here. So this compound is an isomer of this. Compound 2 is an isomer of this because though they may have different structural formulas, but they have the same molecular formula in terms of their atomic compositions. So C, or the second one, say the B, is an isomer of the compound. What is the total number of carbon atoms contained in an ethyl group? So an ethyl group is just like an ethane which has lost 1 hydrogen. So it has 2 carbon atoms. So the answer is 2. Which compound is a member of the alkane series? So which of these is an alkane? Is it this CN2H2N plus 2? Yes. This is an alkane. This is not, and this is not. So this is an alkane. A, or the question, or the answer 1 is an alkane. A reaction between an acid and an alcohol produces an ester, and so an esterification reaction between an alcohol and an acid gives you an ester and water. So the answer is 2. The general formula for the alkyne series is, so alkynes have the general formula of CN2N minus 2. So this is the general formula of all alkyne compounds. Which compound represents a member of the benzene series? So which of these has a benzene derivative in them? Is it acetylene, ethylene, toluene, and propane? Well, the answer is C, or the third one. Toluene has a benzene in it. Benzene bonded to a methyl group is called a toluene. Which compound is an isomer of this compound? So this compound has 2 carbons, 4 hydrogens, and 2 oxygen. So here this compound has 2 carbons, 4 hydrogens, and 2 oxygens. So this one is an isomer of this. This one has only 1. This one has more than 4 hydrogens. This one has more than. So this one, the A, is the answer, or the isomer of this compound, because they have the same molecular formula, though their structures might be different. Which compound is a member of the alkene series? So which of these is an alkene? Is it a benzene, acetylene, a toluene, or an ethene? So an ethene is part of an alkene series. So the answer is the fourth one. All carbon-carbon bonds in a saturated hydrocarbon molecules are single. All the bonds in alkanes are single bond. So the answer is 1, single bond. So let's continue from here. Okay, so the formula of butane is, so which of this is the formula of butane? Butane is an alkyne. They have the general formula of CnH2n minus 2. CnH2n minus 2. So is this a butane? C4H, this one is not a butane. This is a butane. C4, 2, 4 minus 2 is 6. So this is the formula of butane. So the answer is C, this one. The general formula of alkyl radicalis. So radicals, these ones are what I said earlier. When they lose 1 hydrogen, they tend to assume a radical state, and they are named alkyls. So alkanes have general formula of CnH2n H2N plus 2. So when they lose one hydrogen, they become CnH2n plus 1. So this is the general formula for all alkyl radicals. So the answer is D. Functional group of alcohol is OH. So the answer is D for this one. The functional group of this is found in which of these? They are found in carboxylic acids. In which of the following groups oxygen is attached both sides with carbon? So here, which of these has oxygen attached at both sides with carbon? So we have this. Is it ether, ester, ketones, or aldehyde? So ethers have oxygens bonded, to both sides with carbon. So the answer is ether group. Which of the following compound is a ketone? So which of this is a ketone? Is it D, C, B, or A? So here, this is not a ketone, this is not a ketone, this is an alcohol, and this is a ketone, 2-propanol. So this is a ketone. The answer is B. Which one of these is a saturated hydrocarbon? So which of these is an alkane? An alkane. So D is an alkane because alkanes have general formula of CnH2n plus 2. So CnC5 H2 times 5 is 10 plus 2 is 2. So this one is an alkane. That's a saturated hydrocarbon. When hydrocarbon has no effect on an aqueous solution of bromine. So all hydrocarbons with more than one bonds have an effect on bromine water, but saturated hydrocarbons have no effect on them. So which of these is an alkane? Alkanes have no effect on bromine water. Is it this? No. Is it this? No. Is it this? No. But methane has no effect on bromine water. This is an alkene, this is an alkyne, and this is an alkene. Let's see, this is an alkene. So the answer is A. Methane has no effect on bromine water. So dichloromethane reacts with halogen in the presence of diffuse sunlight and produce what? So dichloromethane reacts with hydrogen. This one is a halogenation reaction of alkanes in the presence of sunlight, where we add respectively halogens to the alkane molecule. So we have dichloromethane composing of 2 chlorine atoms. So when it adds to one halogen in the presence of sunlight, you're going to produce a 3 hydrogen or 3 chlorine molecule. So is it chloroform? Yes, chloroform, because chloroform has 3 chlorines in its molecule. So the answer is chloroform. The chemical formula for chloroform is, so the chloroform has a formula of this. This is the formula of chloroform, CHCl3. That is a methane with 3 chlorine atoms. It's called a chloroform. The general formula of saturated hydrocarbon, so the formula for alkanes is CnH2n plus 2. So this one is the formula for all saturated hydrocarbons or all alkanes. Incomplete combustion of alkanes produce what? So when alkanes are incompletely combusted, you're going to produce a carbon monoxide, of course, and a carbon black. So you're going to produce a carbon monoxide and a carbon black. The answer here is C, carbon monoxide and carbon black. Halogenation of methane in the presence of diffuse sunlight produce or take place. Is it slowly in one step, in a series of 4 steps, only in one step, or fast in 2 steps? So during halogenation of methane, there are about 3 respective steps. We have initiation, propagation, termination, and formation. So we have in a series of 4 steps involved in halogenation of methane in the presence of sunlight. So which of these hydrocarbon molecules will have no effect on aqueous solution of bromine? As we said earlier, if they have no aqueous or no effect on bromine water, it means they are alkanes or saturated. So which of these is an alkane here? Is it this? Is it that? Is it that? Or that? So I think it's this. This question has been repeated again. So the answer is this. This compound has no effect on bromine water. Thanks for watching. Try and subscribe after watching. Work on the remaining 3 questions and drop your answers at the comment section. Thank you.